What's up, Wastelanders? The Naked Reviewer here, coming to you live from my little piece of heaven in the downtown DC ruins. You know, the Wasteland's been in a funk lately. The super mutants are on the move, the Brotherhood is busy fighting the good fight, and rumors from the shadows say that the Enclave's been on the scene. If that's not enough to get you worried, 2 Vault Cats are supposedly on the move. One, well, he's a scientist, and the other, he might be the key to all this. So let's get to the clips. Well, the year is 2277, 200 years after nuclear war has ravaged the surface of the Earth, and the world is still rebuilding, very slowly. Their biggest problem? Well, the super mutants aside, it's trying to secure a clean source of water, since most ponds and even puddles in the waste are still irradiated from the fallout. You, however, have had the good luxury of living a carefree, if not bland existence inside of a Vault-Tec vault. This won't last long, as you'll find one reason or another to take your chances out in the capital wasteland. Once out in the waste, you'll meet every manner of good-natured people and foul-mouthed ruffians. One thing that still hasn't changed about humans: we're still willing to fuck each other over for personal gain, and therein lies one of the greatest parts of this game: to play the story any way you want. Personally, I've always enjoyed being a paladin of the wastes. But hey, if you want to be a cutthroat baddie, it's totally achievable, although it's not going to win you any popularity contests amongst the wasteland's inhabitants. It's always refreshing to watch Bethesda take a series that's been almost lost to modern gamers and breathe new life into it. Fallout 3 is no exception, and follows the example the Elder Scrolls set triumphantly. Fallouts 1 and 2 were turn-based third-person RPGs. Fallout 3 is a real-time first-person shooter with RPG elements, and some of the turn-based elements from the original Fallouts still remain. Take VATS, or Vault-Tec Assistance Targeting System, for example. Activating it freezes the combat and allows the player to take aimed shots according to how many ability points he or she has. Since I was a huge fan of the original Fallouts, this was one of my favorite features and reminded me of all those gory times blasting ghouls on the family PC. There are also a multitude of quests to be done, not near as many as Oblivion, but those that are present seem lengthy and are well worth taking the time to do. The main quest takes about upwards 15 hours or so to complete, and only has you visiting about 20% of the map and its locations. Combined with my free time excursions into the Capital Waste, I'd say the first time through I might have seen about 40% of the entire map. That just screams adventure and replayability to me. My second time through, I've already logged 30 hours just exploring and doing subquests in the game. Every character gets 3 main skills when you start, and every time you level, you allocate new skill points and get a perk. Perks ensure that no 2 Wastelanders are alike, and add various abilities to your characters, like Commando, which makes you more accurate with 2-handed rifles. The game has multiple endings as well, decided of course by the decisions you make during the course of the main quest. The relatively small amount of in-game instrumental music was composed by Einon Zur and fits the setting perfectly. Other artists were brought in to do the radio music and include names like Roy Brown's Butcher Pete and the Inkspot's I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. The game has 2 main broadcasting radio stations: Galaxy News Radio, your only source of current events in the waste, as well as 50s big band and crooner music, and then there's Enclave Radio, when you need a healthy dose of propaganda or just want to hear Hail to the Chief in between announcements. Both radio stations can be accessed from your Pip-Boy inventory controls. There's more signals to find, but that's up to you. So, was Fallout 3 essentially an upgraded Elder Scrolls with guns? Yes, but it exceeded every expectation I had, especially the sheer size of the capital wasteland. I felt like I could have easily gotten lost, and without my Pip-Boy I would have been too. The way they incorporated the classic aiming system without damaging the new real-time gunplay should please both newcomers and classic Fallout gamers alike. The main quest is really too short, but the amount of places and variety in this game blows my mind. Already on my second playthrough, I've found 4 major settlements that I'd never heard of when I first went through the game. So, I'll be wandering for the next couple of weeks. Until next time, Fallout 3 scores an irradiated 8 out of 10. Get it for sure if you like first-person shooters, role-playing games, or are just a fan of the older Fallouts.
You see, way down inside of me, darling,